We go to Davos now. Our business editor, Stephen Carroll, is there. It is time for business. Steve, that contrasts, no doubt, the talking point where you are.
Certainly, there was a lot in Xi Jinping's speech that really appealed to the values of Davos, free market thinking, openness, trade, all things that people here support in principle and certainly want to see more of. So it was definitely a speech aimed at those attending the World Economic Forum and appealing to their sensibilities. Of course, Theresa May, also someone people are talking about a lot here. She's speaking at the World Economic Forum on Thursday, but her speech today about Brexit also raising a couple of eyebrows too. We've been speaking to, for example, the head of the consumer goods group Unilever, Paul Pullman. He was saying that they still have plenty of concerns about how exactly Britain's new relationship with the European Union is going to be defined. He mentioned, for example, they have 2 research and development centres in the UK. They're worried about being able to attract the best staff for that, as, of course, we see borders being closed down. Now, Ireland is a country that's also keeping a close eye on developments in Brexit. We did hear from Theresa May as well during that speech that she wants to maintain the common travel area with the Republic of Ireland. To talk about that and other issues related, I'm joined by Martin Shanahan, who's the Chief Executive of IDA Ireland, the Irish government agency charged with attracting foreign investment to Ireland. Was there much in Theresa May's speech today that you found encouraging?
I think the fact that she has committed to keeping the common travel area is certainly encouraging from Ireland's perspective. Obviously, the common travel area, Northern Ireland and trade and investment are priorities for Ireland. But having said that, I don't think there was much else that was a surprise. Much of it had been well flagged. And I think what's now clear, obviously, is that the UK will be outside of the single market. But what agreement they will have with the EU subsequently is still not clear. For investors, that means that the uncertainty remains, and from an Ireland perspective, we will work with other countries to negotiate an agreement that's best for Ireland's interest in terms of trade and investment.
It's a double-edged sword for Ireland, really, because there are exporters who export to the UK who depend on that market. Their goods are now more expensive because sterling is cheaper, but there's an opportunity there too.
Absolutely. Obviously, Brexit was not what Ireland would have wanted, but we obviously respect the will of the British people. And you're right, it's a double-edged sword in the context that for exporters to the UK, this is not good news that the UK is potentially now, or almost certainly outside of the single market. On the other hand, it's an opportunity for Ireland in terms of foreign direct investment. IDA has seen a huge increase in interest in Ireland since the referendum on the 23rd of June last year, and we expect that interest in Ireland to increase. Obviously, Ireland will be the only English-speaking market remaining within the European Union. The fact we have a common law system, the fact that we have access to the European market, as well as the European talent market, I think, which is hugely important.
Is there a danger that you could also lose some of those foreign investors as well, that they could go to the UK because they feel that's a bigger market available to them locally?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the UK will remain an important market, and my expectation is that the UK will remain a very competitive market. But having said that, not having access to a wider European market will definitely be a drawback for the UK going forward.
Will Ireland be able to accommodate, if there are swathes of companies that want to move there, does Ireland have the infrastructure in place that it can cope with massive amounts of companies moving in?
Absolutely. Ireland has demonstrated a significant absorptive capacity for foreign direct investment over the last number of years. 2016 was the best year Ireland has ever had for foreign direct investment, over 200 investments. 99 of those investments were first-time investors into Ireland. So we still continue to attract new names, and we have the top global names in all of the key sectors like pharma, medical technologies, ICT, international financial services. So absolutely, we can attract more investment.
You're here in Davos, of course, to be able to push Ireland as an investment destination. Are you expecting a good reception this year where everyone's sort of reassessing their positions?
We're going to be extremely busy in Davos this year. As I said, we're busy across the globe at the moment. Everybody wants to talk about Europe. They want to talk about Brexit and what it means for them. Lots of companies looking at their strategy in a post-Brexit world. Ireland, I think, fits very well into that strategy, and we will be talking to investors at a very senior level all week here in Davos.
Okay, Martin Shanahan, Chief Executive of IDA Ireland, thank you for speaking to us. Just time for a look at the markets before we go. We did see sterling jump after that speech by Theresa May, but on the stock markets in Europe, the FTSE 100 fell by almost 1.5%. That really reflecting, of course, stronger sterling is bad news for British exporters, makes their goods more expensive abroad. There were falls too in Paris and in Frankfurt. On Wall Street, we've got things trading in the red as well. The main share indices all trading down. This is concern focuses on what Donald Trump's policies will be and how they might affect various sectors of the American economy. That's all from Davos for now, but we'll be speaking to you more later during the France 24 debate. Until now, it's back to you,
Don't go
Francois.
far, Stephen Carroll. We'll be checking in with you in Davos at the World Economic Forum.